Hey, wonderful, beautiful fragrance world, fragrance fanatics and friends. How you doing today? Thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to be showcasing my top 10 best of the best fun in the sun fragrances. Fragrances that are just carefree, have fun, go out there and enjoy the beautiful summer and the weather and just have fun out there. Ice cream, the pool parties, and all barbecues and all that good stuff. So the first fragrance I wanted to mention to y'all know how much I support this brand or how much I like to mention them. This is Tommy Bahama. You know, a lot of you guys are on a budget. A lot of y'all want to save money. A lot of y'all don't have hundreds and hundreds of dollars to spend on niche fragrances. If you want fun in the sun fragrances, Tommy Bahama St. Bart's will do you very well for those Virgin Island water vibes by Creed, or you can go for St. Kitts. This one's getting a little bit hard to get. It has an interesting star fruit note, which is a little bit of a different twist. Might remind you of pineapple, like in Aventus. But overall, it's just a very good smell. It ends up being a little bit more creamy almost, and really does well. A little bit of a smooth, almost more natural kind of a creaminess. Again, maybe not the highest quality fragrances, but when you're on a budget and you would just want to have fun and you just want to smell good, maybe you want a gift for a nephew, maybe you want to put on 20 sprays of a fragrance, and this will definitely do you well. Not the biggest longevity fragrances as well, but when you have 20 bucks in your pocket, it'll do you well. So again, this is St. Kitts by Tommy Bahama. Really good juice. Definitely give them a chance and check them out. The next fragrance also reminds me of Virgin Island water also as well, and I referenced Creed's Virgin Island water because I think it's one of the best summer fragrances perhaps ever made. It doesn't have the best longevity and is very expensive. This one almost captures the opening of Virgin Island water, but it's an original creation. This is from Sensual Obsessions. This is none other than Lime in the Sky. If you like lime, which is a little bit of like a green alternative to lemon, you might really like this fragrance. It also has a little bit of like a fresh airiness, like the clouds, you know, Lime in the Sky, you know, with the clouds up there. It has this airiness and this bubbliness. I don't want to say it's creaminess, but almost like a fresh cream to this fragrance. A little bit more sweet than maybe you're accustomed to a summer fragrance. It's not extremely sickly sweet, but it does have sweetness, and it is a little bit linear, but this is very good juice. It lasts a good long while on you and is very, very pleasant. A big compliment getter, very likable, and I do like supporting a smaller upcoming brand. So Lime in the Sky, worth the money, good value for the money, and I certainly do recommend you checking them out. Lime in the Sky by Sensual Obsessions. I used to talk a lot about Andy Warhol. That's a great scent, but that fragrance might do you better in the nighttime for dates, or even, you know, the good old fall and winter. So the next one, I wanted to pull out a hidden gem for y'all real quick before y'all run away on me. This is Serge Lutens. This is none other than Les Eaux Froides. This one is supposed to capture the feeling of cold water. Now it does a very good job. It smells like cold water. It has some mint off the top. It's very refreshing. It feels almost like if you've ever jumped into a cold pool of water and how it makes you gasp for air. It makes you feel like, you know, you're in some deep cold water. But maybe it's a little bit fresh and there's a little bit of green. Maybe it's in the spring, but it's still very cold where you live. So very good fragrance. If you're a mint lover, I do recommend this as well. And if you just want a very versatile, easygoing fragrance, again, not the most unique, not the most complex. A lot of people kind of ragged on this line from Serge Lutens because a lot of the people who like the older Serge Lutens fragrances like those vintage style or vintage leaning fragrances, and some Serge Lutens fragrances are quite creative. And this fragrance just gave you something that's very wearable, layerable, versatile, easygoing, and carefree. Wasn't well received from fans of the brand, but I'm here to tell y'all, if you want a aquatic fragrance, this one's great. You can sometimes find these from $60 to $80 for a full-size bottle and snag up a bottle like I did and get an amazing value for the money. Smells of high quality. Again, if you like mint and you want an easygoing, inoffensive, safe fragrance, this one's great. Very, very good fragrance. Les Eaux Froides from the house of Serge Lutens. So the next one, ladies and gents, guys and gals, I wanted to pull out another indie or upcoming brand. Y'all know that I'm always finding these brands, and this one really did impress me as well. This is Le Leva from the house of Marimetta. If you want the longest lasting lemon I probably ever smelled in a fragrance, Starry Nights by Montal is no slouch in regards to lemon, but this one probably smells a little bit more authentically like an actual lemon and carries that lemon smell through and through. A lot of vanilla might not be best for the super high heat, but when date night comes, or when you're wanting a summer fragrance with citrus for the the weather, if there's ever a rainy day, or if you just want something great for the night, summer night wear, this one will definitely do you right. Really impressed with this fragrance. Has a little bit of sharpness. There's a little bit of this modern, maybe molecule-like leather quality to this fragrance as well. Comes off suede-like. But I have to tell y'all that this is one of my favorite fragrances for the summer. And when I got this fragrance, I'm always very skeptical about fragrances, especially when someone sends something to me. But I was proven wrong. This fragrance is great. And again, check him out. Give him a chance. And this is his first, and I think it's his only fragrance he has out so far. And I really do appreciate his work. Don't know how he did it, but long-lasting lemon. You got it if that's what you want. You got it right here. And it's sweet, mass appealing, likable, all that good stuff. Le Leva from Arametta impresses me, but it's a little bit more deep than you would expect. If you liked Elborn by Carner Barcelona, if you like those kinds of scents, if you like Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche and you want something a little bit more rich and a lot more concentrated, and you really just cared about leather and vanilla and lemon, this is what you're going to get. And this is not, to me, it was quite a showstopper for me. It did the job really, really well. So if y'all are looking for an affordable fragrances, here's another one for you. If you're the guy who has to have a fragrance for $30 or maybe less, you can pick this one up. This is Offnod Supremacy in Heaven. Captures that Silver Mountain water vibe quite well. This one, it has great longevity, 10 hours plus. When I first watched some reviews before I bought this fragrance, I was quite skeptical. There's people telling me 12, 14 hours of performance. And I was like, I don't know of many fragrances that do that, and this is supposed to be a little bit more of a fresh fragrance. I don't know if that's possible, but I got it, I tried it, and they weren't lying, guys. I have no doubt that you'll get 8-10 hours plus out of this fragrance on your skin. It's not the loudest projector, but it does stick to the skin for a very long time. It has that silver metallic clean kind of vibe. Almost a little bit of that white floral-esque type of vibe. Some people really don't like white florals and neroli type of feelings and fragrances. This one might not be for you, but I find that this one's easier to wear than Silver Mountain Water, because Silver Mountain Water has that inkiness, which I don't like, and that black currant sweetness, that dark berry sweetness coming through sometimes. I don't think it works well with the fragrance. I don't know who thought to throw black currant in Silver Mountain Water, but this one, it's a little bit more linear, might not be the most interesting. You could easily layer it with other fragrances, or just go incognito, because you'll smell clean, fresh, a little bit maybe white floral, and a little bit metallic, and you'll smell great throughout the day. Perfect for office wear, perfect for just, casual wear, anywhere, anytime. You'll be smelling fresh and a little bit interesting, a little bit metallic, and you might just get a little bit of interest, This is that kind of day, that kind of DNA that Big Beard Business said that was the Steal Your Girl fragrance. So this is pretty similar to that. It must have something good going on. So Offnod Supremacy in Heaven is no slouch. So let's talk about one of my most beloved fragrances, one of my favorites of the bunch. Can't live without it, Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche. If you know my channel, if you're a long-time subscriber, a long-time fan here at the Centaur Fragrance channel, you know that I love this fragrance. This is a summer-spring fragrance staple here at the Centaur Fragrance channel for a good reason. This is a lot fresher, it's a lot more likable, it's a lot more youthful than the original Terre d'Hermès. Very likable, upscale businessman, office wear, suit and tie kind of smell, but can be dressed down. It's one of those scents that you can dress it up or you can dress it down, and you'll just smell classy and gentlemanly and very likable. Whenever I've worn this to the office, I've always gotten positive attention. People have always been impressed, and if people around you don't understand or haven't been around an Hermès fragrance, this is a very good juice and will quite impress a lot of people. It impresses me just about every time I smell it. And as far as wearable florals go for men, this is one of my favorite floral fragrances, or fragrances that has any florals in it at all. I have a hard time with florals, and this Hermès DNA does it right. So Hermès, Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche is a stunner. Again, the dry down Has a little bit less of that earthy vibe, a little bit more of a mineral vibe, a lot of geranium, a lot of Icy Wee Super, beautiful citrus off the top. Where can you go wrong? Really good stuff, and the vetiver is there, just not as pronounced as the original, but still there. Really, really good juice. Terre d'Hermes Eau Trace Fresh, one of my favorites in my collection. So the next one we gotta talk about is none other than Bulgari Aqua. This is the one that started it all. To me, when I found this fragrance, this really revived my love for aquatic fragrances, or just that style of fragrance, because I'd smelled a lot of aquatic fragrances, and a lot of them did not capture that ocean vibe. I thought a lot of them were very maybe wimpy, or a lot of them just didn't really capture that ocean vibe. If you want the seaweed, you want the salt, you want the sand, you want the beach, and a little bit of a deep green, like a stormy vibe, almost like Every Storm is Serenade by Imaginary Authors, this is a really good one. You know, this is the one that started it all. This is the one that came before Aqua Amara. This is the better fragrance in my opinion. Aqua, the original Bulgari. Underrated, underrepresented, under-talked about. Really good fragrance. If you want something a little bit more inoffensive, a little bit more, I guess, youthful, you know, the Marine is still a really good choice. And if you just want something better for date night and you really like that blue vibe, they captured a little bit of that in the Atlantique. But for me personally, the Aqua is the one that I go for. And the Marine is quite good. I might end up getting a bottle of the Marine, but this is the one that wins my heart. If you like a little bit of that deep green, and really, really good stuff. If you're a huge fan of Davidoff Cool Water, this probably will be a pleasant surprise for you as well. There's a lot of guys out there, believe it or not, who still rock. There's still a big loyal following and a lot of people who still buy good old Davidoff Cool Water. It's a really, really good juice. Check this one out. So ladies and gents, boys and gals, we got only 3 more fragrances. What's the next one? It's Kalinga, from the house of Les Artisans Parfumeurs. Again, some of y'all are on a budget. Some of y'all this might scare you away. Les Artisans, that's niche. That's scary. No, you can find great deals on Les Artisans. And in my opinion, because Les Artisans is so underrated and the prices are so good, yes, they are daring. Some of them might be a little bit strange, but if you're ready to jump into that territory, they're great value for the money. But this one is a summer fragrance, and this one's a little bit more versatile and easygoing. There's no reason to be scared of this one at all. Kalinga is a beautiful yellow fig fragrance, not a jammy fig, or not like a pink, you know, fleshy cut type of fig. It's a little bit more of just a yellow fig, and it's really, really nice. Has some nice sweetness to it. Very, very unisex, and has a beautiful frangipani note. I was converted to the note of frangipani because of this fragrance. Very unisex. Ladies can easily wear this one. You can share this one with your significant other. This is a gorgeous fragrance. It smells beautiful. It smells charming. It has a white oak kind of dry down, and it's just very, very well done and very smooth, high quality. What else can I say? Kalinga to me is one of the best you know, summer fragrances out there, especially for the money. Now, if you wanted something a little bit more citrusy, another highly underrated fragrance out there from the same house is Bottacuda, if you like a lot of citrus to your fragrance. But for me, the smooth, charming little song that this fragrance has is the winner, and I love this fragrance, and it gives me better longevity. You can find these fragrances, if you're lucky, for close to $60. But even if you can pull one of these, a full-size bottle for $80, you're winning, and you got an amazing fragrance for the money, very high quality, and you're getting a lot of fragrance, a beautiful fragrance for the, for the price and that juice. You're definitely doing good for yourself. So let's talk about another one, guys and gals. Let's head to another Bulgari. Let's show Bulgari Man Extreme. Now, if you haven't heard me talk about this one, this is, in my opinion, the easiest to recommend and the most mass appealing, probably vetiver fragrance on the market. That's still available. This one might be discontinued, I'm not sure, but it's still easily available. $35 odd, you'll get it. And some of the best citrus on the market for the money. High quality smelling citrus, a beautiful cactus note, a lot of interesting, almost like elemi type of smell to this fragrance. So it's just so well done. I can't say enough good about this fragrance. I really can't. Beautiful, very light, wearable, transparent, almost vetiver dry down. If you're scared of vetiver, if you've never owned a vetiver fragrance, if you've never tried a vetiver fragrance, this is a great one to start at. This is very easy to wear, very likable again, and again, you can get it close to $30. So Bulgari Man Extreme, highly underrated fragrance. Great fragrance for the money. Definitely check it out. It's worth the money. So guys and gals, what could be the last fragrance in this top 10 list? What could it be? What could it be? It's none other than Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Swimming in Lipari, a flanker of the original. Again, I've talked about this one quite a few times on my channel. This is that summer ocean breeze in a fragrance. If you've ever walked on the beach, if you've ever had that gush of salt ocean air hit your face, and it's so refreshing, and it's a beautiful feeling. This has a fragrance memory for me. It makes me feel good. It might be a little bit linear for you. This fragrance doesn't change a lot. Mostly what you're getting is that Dolce Gabbana Light Blue DNA that has an interesting, playful, almost sharp lemon kind of quality, and this like laid back, but yet still almost like full-bodied blue kind of nature to the fragrance. And then they added a big punch of salt, and it had it just, you know, threw you in the ocean, an ocean of ambergris, tons of salt, tons of ambergris, and that aquatic nature. Not very natural at all, but very well composed in my opinion. In my opinion, the best Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue flanker, and better than, you know, the best of the bunch, the best of this fragrance line. And it just hits me every time. I love this smell. I think it's a highly underrated fragrance. If you want something that captures the feeling of, you know, of the sea breeze, this can definitely do it. And I think it's going to have a beautiful memories for some of y'all. This feels Italian. It's supposed to, you know, feel Italian. It's supposed to smell Italian. And I think it does a wonderful job. If you can't easily find this one, again, you're going to have to order a lot of these online. These are flankers. These are not TJ Maxx finds. These are not leftovers, pickings, you know, from people who, you know, maybe don't want these fragrances anymore. This one, or you could even go for Versace Pour Homme. It won't disappoint you. But I think that this one is definitely worth checking out. And did I mention the longevity? On my skin, 7 to 8 hours. Good above average projection and great sillage. It's no slouch, and it doesn't look like I've sprayed a lot. It's because when I wear this fragrance, I actually have to go easy on the trigger. It performs really well on my skin. So, guys and gals, ladies and gents, I hope that you enjoyed my top 10 video today, showcasing some of the best fragrances, fun in the sun fragrances. I hope that you have a wonderful summer. I know that we're all getting out of the quarantine and all that business, but I hope that you have some fun out there. Have a wonderful time. Barbecue, go to the pool, and all those good things. I know that you'll be smelling good out there. I know that you will. Be smelling great, my friends. Be, you know, wear what you love, rock what you got. Get that conversation started below. Y'all know what to do. Let me know, what's your favorite summer fragrance? Did any of these fragrances impress you? Do you have any questions or any feelings for me? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you next time, everybody. Again, wear what you love, rock what you got. Be smelling good out there, and I'll see you next time, everybody. Peace out, and bye.